The Middle East has long been a region on edge, a tinderbox of political and religious tensions. At the heart of this volatile mix lies the strained relationship between Israel and Iran. For decades, these two nations have engaged in a shadow war, a dangerous dance of threats, proxy conflicts, and military posturing. The core of their animosity rests on Iran's nuclear ambitions, which Israel views as an existential threat. This fear has pushed the region to a tipping point, with the possibility of a full-blown conflict looming larger than ever. The recent report by the Washington Post, alleging Israel's plan for a preemptive strike against Iranian nuclear facilities, has only served to heighten these anxieties. While both countries have long considered the other an adversary, the prospect of an open war between them represents a terrifying escalation. The stakes are incredibly high, with the potential for a regional conflagration that could draw in global powers and have devastating consequences for the entire world. The situation is further complicated by the complex geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. Alliances are fluid, and historical grievances run deep. The involvement of external actors, particularly the United States, adds another layer of uncertainty. The world watches with bated breath, hoping for a diplomatic solution but bracing for the possibility of a conflict that could reshape the region for generations to come. The Washington Post report, citing unnamed sources, claims that Israel has been actively planning a military strike against Iran's nuclear program. The details remain shrouded in secrecy, but the report suggests a large-scale operation involving airstrikes on key Iranian facilities. This is not the first time such rumors have surfaced, but the current geopolitical climate lends them a chilling credibility. According to the report, the Israeli plan hinges on crucial support from the United States. This assistance reportedly includes vital intelligence sharing, aerial refueling capabilities for Israeli jets, and potentially even logistical support. While the Biden administration has been tight-lipped about the veracity of these claims, the report suggests that the groundwork for such an operation was laid during President Biden's tenure. The potential ramifications of an Israeli strike are difficult to overstate. Iran has vowed swift and devastating retaliation, targeting not just Israel but also American interests in the region. Such a scenario could easily spiral out of control, dragging the entire Middle East into a bloody conflict with unpredictable consequences. The United States finds itself in a precarious position, caught between its commitment to Israel's security and the desire to avoid another costly conflict in the Middle East. The Biden administration has repeatedly stated its preference for a diplomatic solution to the Iranian nuclear issue, but the clock is ticking. However, the return of former President Donald Trump to the White House introduces a new level of complexity. While Trump has also expressed his aversion to military action, his past hawkish stance on Iran and his withdrawal from the Iran nuclear deal have undoubtedly emboldened those in Israel who favor a more aggressive approach. Trump's recent statements, however, suggest a nuanced approach. He has indicated his willingness to engage in dialogue with Iran, even hinting at the possibility of a new, more comprehensive nuclear agreement. This unexpected shift has taken many by surprise and injected a glimmer of hope into an otherwise bleak situation. Amidst the shadow of war, a faint glimmer of hope emerges from an unexpected quarter diplomacy. The Ayatollah, Iran's supreme leader, has signaled a willingness to engage in direct talks with the United States. This unexpected overture, coming after years of stalemate and escalating tensions, has raised cautious optimism in diplomatic circles. While the road to a negotiated settlement remains long and fraught with obstacles, the Ayatollah's willingness to come to the table represents a significant breakthrough. It suggests a possible path away from the brink of war and towards a more peaceful resolution. The international community has welcomed this development, urging both sides to seize this opportunity and engage in good faith negotiations. The potential for a diplomatic solution hinges on a number of factors, including the willingness of both sides to compromise on key issues, the ability to build trust after years of animosity, and the commitment of the international community to support the process. The stakes are incredibly high, but so too are the potential rewards. The The world watches and waits, hoping that diplomacy will prevail and avert a catastrophic conflict in one of the world's most volatile regions. If you find this information informative, give us a like and think about subscribing to keep up to date.